Well, I think it could be anticipated, frankly. I think the fact that we have effectively suspended the season till April the 3rd is very unwelcome, but it could be a lot worse. And I think it's a sensible, proportionate decision that the EFL have made. It's 3 weeks, which means we'll lose 2 of our home games, which is, it's a problem. Disappointed. But our primary concern has to be the welfare and the health of the supporters here. That's first. This is a significant issue, but it's a temporary issue, and eventually we'll come out the other side, and we'll be fine. It's not a challenge I expected to have, to be honest. See, when you're running a football club, you can get used and you can plan for relegation, you can plan for being knocked out of the FA Cup in the first round. It's difficult to plan for something you've never seen before. But we have planned, and we've been working on it for a couple of weeks now. So unwelcome, but proportionate. We'll get through it. Well, football clubs rely on cash, and what it means is if you lose 2 home games initially, and probably at this stage, it's all we know, 2 home games we'll lose. That has a cash implication, because you've still got to pay people, but you've got no money coming in. So there will be a cash squeeze in the business. And also beyond that, the conferencing and events businesses will suffer because people won't come to conferences. So you lose the cash there. So you're going to end up with a lot of cash leaving the business and not enough coming into it. So we have to plan for that, and we have to battle through it. Well, 3 things. The first thing is to respect the fact that we have to follow very strict hygiene rules in the club. It's not that the players don't want to shake your hand, they do, but I don't. I keep well away from them. So respect the space that the players need, because the last thing we want to do is to self-isolate as far as the players are concerned. The second thing is, in terms of the cash they're referred to, if you're thinking of, and I hope you are thinking of, buying a season ticket or an 1888 club, do it sooner rather than later, please, because that would help us bridge the gap over the 3 weeks which we're not going to be playing football. That's really important. And when we come to play those games, because remember, the games are not going to be played behind closed doors, they're going to be played, it's just a question of when. When they do take place, turn up in your numbers, because that will really help the club get through this problem that we're going to have to face over the coming 3 weeks. So you can help us, and I won't let the club get into any trouble, but it is something that we did not want to have to battle through, frankly, but we're going to have to. Yes, I mean, playing games behind closed doors, you might as well cancel them, because the financial implications are the same. So you might as well cancel them, but they're not doing that, and I think that's why I'm pleased it's proportionate, in the sense that we're just going to be moving those games later. They may extend the season. We'll be talking to the EFL next week, as a consequence of the decision of delaying until April the 3rd, we're still going to now say, well, then what? But a lot of that will be determined by what happens to the virus as well. So we'll be watching the situation very carefully. I expect to be called to a lot of EFL meetings in the coming couple of weeks. I'm surprised if I'm not. And then we'll monitor the situation very, very carefully. So very unwelcome. Walsall Football Club will battle through it, as we always would. But if the supporters can help, it will be very, very appreciated.